Well, we've got another one today that looks pretty interesting. You might want to check this one out. This is called the EF424 Inside Forward P105 AC. All of these names, love them, but it is basically calling double pivot 424 high tempo short passing pass into space. We'll see all that in a little while when we get a closer look at the tactic itself. But they tested it out with Manchester City, 1 loss, 3 draws, 143 goals for 105 points. They did really well. But again, it's Manchester City. They always do really well. So we're going to test it out with our 3 teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let's just dive in and see how they did. Well, okay, I can get behind this. 97 points for Liverpool as tops of the league. Fantastic. Aston Villa with 89 and still 11 points higher than Chelsea in third. 124 goals for Liverpool, 93 for Aston Villa. Yeah, I'd say this worked. Well, domestic cups for Liverpool unfortunately lose out in the FA Cup fourth round 0-3 to Manchester United, but they get to the Carabao Cup final 3-0 over Arsenal, trophy number 2. But unfortunately, they lose out to Rangers in penalties in the Europa League quarterfinals. That hurts. So it looks like this tactic's not infallible, but 2 trophies, a quarterfinal in the Europa League, FA Cup, yeah, we're going to forget that one. Squad-wise, yeah, there's a lot of green here. 32 goals for Jota, Salah with 24, Nunez with 21, assists 27 for Trent, very well done, and then a 7-4 nil for both Trent and Mohamed Salah. Aston Villa's domestic cup runs, unfortunately, out against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg, not beating them enough in the first leg, but FA Cup fourth round, again, out against Leicester 0-1. But a fantastic unbeaten run gets you to the Europa Conference League final 2-0 over Fiorentina. That's a trophy. So overall, second place, Conference League winners, absolutely phenomenal. Semi-finals okay of the Carabao Cup, not bad. Again, FA Cup, we'll forget. Squad-wise, not enough green as Liverpool, but still plenty there. 30 goals for Ollie Watkins, very well done. Assists 16 for Digne and Luis, and then average rating, Robin Olsen in there, but Ollie Watkins with a 7-3 nil. Data hub for Liverpool, we've seen it time and time again. Absolutely attacking through the roof. Defensively, not too bad. Tackle percentage is just on Premier League average, though. Interesting. But goals per game, 3.26 is insane. 0.76 conceded, 0.68 XG against. Aston Villa is looking very similar. Very attacking, just down a little bit in the goals. Similar defensively as well. Goals per game, 2.45 is not too bad. 0.84 conceded, 0.98 XG against is definitely above their average. Or below their average. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.55 points per game, Aston Villa with 2.34. Most goals, though, 124 for Liverpool, 93 for Aston Villa. That is pretty nice. Fewest shots against, Liverpool in first with 233, Aston Villa with 315. Most possession, 53% for Aston Villa this time around, 52 for Liverpool. Most dribbles made, Liverpool tied for third in 677. Best pass completion, Aston Villa in there with 87%. And most shots for Liverpool with 730, Aston Villa with 617. And again, how did Ipswich Town do if Aston Villa and Liverpool did so well? Yeah, first place, 120 points, 129 goals. Definitely is a nice one. I just want to show you this absolute sea of monstrous green. That is crazy. But if we look closely at the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, you could see they did really well. Getting to the Carabao Cup quarterfinals against Arsenal, 1-2 is where they lose out. They get to the FA Cup semifinals, 1-3 against Manchester United. Still pretty nice. So yeah, they did real well. But not a lot of green, interestingly enough. I've always found that pretty interesting right there. 37 goals, though, for Hurst. 11 is the second, Chaplin. Assist 20 for Leif Davis. There you go. 12 for Connor Chaplin. Average rating, Harry Clark, though, picks up a 7.43 with Leif Davis a 7.42. Championship stats, 2.61 points per game in first. Most goals, 129. Liverpool almost getting there, though. Fewer shots against in third with 327. Most dribbles made in eighth with 742. And most shots in first with 726. But now let's take a look at the tactic itself. A sweeper keeper in defend is where we start. Fullbacks on the left and the right in attack with ball playing defender sandwich in between in defend. 2 DMs in support. Inside forward in support on the left and inside forward in attack on the right. Mark specific positions. It's going to be the DL and it's going to be the DR on both sides. So if you take a look at it, DR right there. And then a pressing forward in support next to an advanced forward in attack. Balanced mentality, in possession, attacking with his narrow approach play pass into space, underlap on the left and the right, focus play down the left and the right, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. But now overall, how did it do for our three teams? Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, first place for Ipswich Town and Liverpool, and second for Aston Villa. They all did very well. What I find funny and very interesting in this is that Liverpool almost reached Ipswich Town in the number of shots on goal and things like that, and goals. You don't really see that often. Ipswich Town usually pretty high up in the list, and Liverpool just a bit down, just because Ipswich Town just having a much larger schedule usually than Liverpool did. Especially in this case, you've got the schedule with all the cups and everything, but Liverpool getting a really good job running, and you got all the goals, you got the shots, you almost get to Ipswich Town's record. But you know what? This worked. Definitely worked. Definitely want to take a look at it if you like the 4-2-4s. I think if you took control of this, you could definitely do even better than this. But that is it for me, Savvy FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.